All right. So I was going to do an energy reading just to let people know what the collective was like. I have a huge hole in my freaking bed. So it's like keeps sinking in. All right. So I just wanted to show this setup and all the work I did that I can't even work with. I'm literally going to have to just do card by card. Yeah. So, anyways, yeah. So, um, hold on. Okay, so that sucked. But when I do my own readings, I shuffle them and put them in this, and then I literally go down and I just know what it's saying. So that's what we're gonna do here. I don't think I said what astrology is going on because I had to pick all that up. So I'm gonna do that. If I already did it, listen again. But it said I only did 40 seconds. Okay, so astrology, what's going on right now? The energy of the cosmos and all that in the collective. So the moon is finishing off in the last degrees of Taurus. So pretty much when we're in Taurus, we're very hardworking. We get the rest of our shit done that needs to be done that hasn't been finished yet. We make everything get the stability back, the balance. Very material world. So maybe a lot about money right now. You know, all that. So, after it's out of Taurus, it's going to be going into Mercury. This sucks. Well, it doesn't. I'm going to explain after. Mercury is all about communication. So, later on, we're going to be trining with Pluto, and Pluto is transformation and unexpected things. So, you might have something come up like news or somebody coming in and saying something to you that you're not expecting, and you kind of have to process it and transform it and transmute any negative energies to the universe, heal all that. You know, yeah, that's pretty much it. Mercury retrograde starts on the 30th, I think it says, and we have a full moon, which is called Wolf Moon, on the 28th. Is it a full moon? I think it is. I forget. I'll check. Whatever. So, pretty much that's what's going on. Mercury retrograde. Just want to tell people, if you're a Gemini, like me, awesome. Okay. Mercury retrograde is pretty much Mercury, instead of going forward, is going backwards. So a lot of miscommunication. If you have technology gets messed up. So if you have a broken fridge or a broken phone, take care of it before January 30th, because worse things could happen to it. Do not sign contracts and do not start new things. And don't start new relationships, supposedly. So try to do it before January 30th if you can. Because everything's going to go backwards. Things from your past that have not been resolved are going to come up. So just expect all that. If you are a Gemini, why I said that. Mercury represents Virgos and Geminis because our ruling planet is Mercury. So our communication skills, you're either good, bad, crazy, whatever, but just letting Geminis know that. Okay, so this is what's going on right now. I don't even think I'm going to show the cards because it would just be quicker. All right. This is I guess you can really say it's any kind of relationship. It doesn't have to be a relationship, but at the bottom of the deck before I did everything was the Hierophant, which is funny because it represents Taurus as well. The Hierophant is after it's like a spiritual journey, like you're coming down after a spiritual journey and realizing things, having new wisdom, so you can go into something new and move forward. Also, it's about commitments, it's about marriages, it's about court. If you have court stuff going on, again, try not to sign any contracts, and Yeah. So there might be people that are waiting for a commitment or waiting for somebody to get out of a marriage to be able to be with them. There could be third parties, there could be all that crap. So we're going to dig right in, but it was about commitment. It can also be about commitment with like your career. It doesn't have to be legit a romantic relationship. But after putting out the cards, I think actually one of these say your commitment is being tested. Sorry guys, I have a problem with throat. I shuffled it again. That's why. But the moon cards, and the first one, look at that. Full moon in Taurus, your dreams need a practical plan. Okay, so when I was shuffling them, it did say your commitment is being tested. So we're just gonna go with that, okay? So lately, some of you have been really yearning for a new beginning and it's not happening. So it's like kind of getting really annoying. It's bringing a lot of pain, a lot of paranoia, anxiety, depression, sleepless nights, because you want this new beginning with whatever it is, a person, a new career, anything, whatever it is, and it will bring you healing. If it's a relationship, it could be something that you've been wanting for a long time, and it can bring healing if it comes. You're very like stagnant right now. Nothing's moving along. Patience is required though, in order to have this new beginning, new ideas, a new creation of whatever it is you're trying to accomplish. Like an empire, kind of thing. Maybe even a business, whatever. A new life, pretty much. A stable new life. Need the strength for it. And it's like you're looking back at something that was a missed opportunity and you're like crying over spilt milk because you looked at it like this would never happen. It's not possible for me. Like pigs fly, kind of thing. But you want it and you think you can get it, you can manifest it, but at the same time you're blocking it and have resistance because you don't believe that either you deserve it or that it's going to happen, because obviously something's going on that's making it look like it never will. So we start to focus on ourselves and make new plans, new harvest, putting seeds in to make new creation, new opportunities, new manifestations, all that, and try to grow our harvests we have. Walking away from a betrayal or deception, a past ending, like an ending that really hurt you. It's ending, needs to be healing done, walking away from what no longer serves you, but something happened that was very traumatic, very sad, very painful. A betrayal from somebody, feeling like you're stabbed in the back. Then you have communication coming in. And apparently it causes some kind of sudden change, chaos, it just kind of like fucks everything up. You're like, oh my God. But because of the Tower moment, because of the new change, whatever it was, the communication could have actually started making you self-love yourself and pay attention to yourself more than this person ending. If you're waiting on somebody to give you that commitment, or waiting on somebody because there was patience and stagnancy. So if you're waiting for something, the communication could have came in, but the Tower moment could have brought you to a state of mind where you have new creative ideas, new endeavors that you want to go on, because you're leaving an experience that really hurts you, and you're only taking what resonates and what actually matters and leaving all the baggage behind. You just had a spiritual journey, and it brought you to the nurturing, motherly, very intuitive, very loving, very calm, very stable, grounding type of, person energy. Like you got your shit together, not like that, but like for yourself. You know what I mean? Like when those ideas came, you were like, yeah, I'm done. Like I gotta focus on myself. I'm only taking what no longer serves me is not coming with me. So they're not packed. They don't have a lot of shit. The baggage is gone, healed, and that's why we come into the Queen of Pentacles. We have a King of Swords here. This could either be you mastering your ideas, being a leader. You can be a leader of something of yourself. It doesn't need to be, like an actual thing where you're a leader. It can just be like you a leader of yourself. This also could be somebody else. Like you're going for a King of Swords. Maybe it's somebody that knows what they want. It's very straight to the point. Nice, you know what I mean? They're not mean. Law and order, actually. Having those ideas, having those thoughts, knowing what they want, and going after it. Like those thoughts, like those, what am I trying to say? I can't think of it. Because you want this passionate new beginning, but it's just not happening. Like whatever is going on, maybe it's just not happening. Okay. So then we become to have conflict. Because we want that new beginning, we want to celebrate. That's what we're trying to go towards. But for whatever reason, we're not getting there. But we are determined to get there, to walk away from, all the things that we accomplished and do not need in our lives anymore. Because we want to master a skill. We want to learn new things, and we want to move on and not be stuck in that hangman stagnancy mindset anymore. Like we want to move on and start our lives, like a new life. There is a decision. Two swords, right? Yeah. There's a decision that that was supposed to be made either by you or somebody else. And it's causing a lot of confusion, which is what kind of caused all this to happen. Okay. Because all you want is give and take and balance with this person or just in your life in general. So we have judgment. Again, you're at a crossroads with a decision, and it's becoming a spiritual kind of awakening. Because obviously, if you want that new beginning and the celebration, but there's no love in the situation, and you're just waiting, for that to happen, and you're stuck in your head, like, don't know what to do because you're not being recognized for love. You want that you want your wish fulfillment. Like, that's what you're going for. Like, you just want to be like, you know what I mean? And have that full energy of a new beginning. But there's too much confusion. There's too many illusions. There's too many things that are not brought to the surface. There's a lot of miscommunication that's not happening. Something needs to be said, because we have a lot of swords here, and when it comes down to it, because of the decision, there is no way in order to be able to even get out of that Two of Swords energy and all the confusion, obviously. So it's causing a lot of pain, anxiety, but then we start realizing, that betrayal, that person, that situation, whatever, our intuition really kicks in, and we realize that's not your knight in shining armor. No, because it was something or somebody that, just wanted to take a shortcut. They were deceptive. They kind of like just snuck in and, did their deception, did their betrayal. So you went into hermit mode. You retreated from the world. You kept to yourself, you stayed safe, you took care of what you had to and your responsibilities, and you just, thought, like, what's, just was with yourself, meditating, realizing who you are, doing the inner work pretty much, because your wish wasn't coming and you needed to heal from it because there's an emperor in your life. And he's better, obviously, than the backwards, guy. He is he's an emperor. Like, do I really have to explain it? Emperor. Like, he has, like, a chess. Like, he's strategic. Like, he has a plan for his life. Like, he's looking out, like I'm ready. You know what I mean? But, again, there's confusion. So, you end up stabilizing yourself. Is that a word? Stabilizing? Yeah, it is. Grounding yourself, and, again, staying in that hermit mode where nobody can really touch you because you're manifesting. You're manifesting something to come into this situation. So while you're in hermit mode and the confusion, you go into yourself to get grounded and start manifesting. Again, this can be a third-party situation. Maybe a friendship or an actual marriage. Maybe there are kids involved. Because we do have something, whatever after. But you just got out of a heartbreak, So you're manifesting out of that betrayal, whatever. And if there is a third-party situation, either somebody left you for somebody else, or maybe somebody came into your life and you were at the point of leaving them, or just whatever, just healing from this relationship, whatever kind it is. And you really get into your head and think, like, logically, like, you just have those ideas. You finally realize, like, you were looking for a new beginning in the wrong place. You weren't looking at a King of Pentacles. You were looking at the backwards, Knight of, I don't know what it is, Knight of Wands? I don't know, whatever. But you're not getting, see, there's a person coming in while you are getting betrayed or something, some kind of situation like that, because you want a King of Pentacles. He's very loving. He's very warm-hearted. He's very stable, loyal, all that. And he can give you that fulfillment. Well, not like that, but like he's like, and it can be a woman. It's just the roles can be different of energy. Energy is energy. If I say him or her, I don't mean actually him or her. My throat sucks. So yeah, this spiritual fulfillment, because there wasn't those ideas. There wasn't a new beginning. And it's like you weren't looking, like the grass is not greener on the other side. So you fucking bounced. You bounced, dude. Because you wanted your 10 of Cups. You wanted your family. You wanted that love. You wanted that coming together and actually having love. Like, actually having that kind of relationship and get out of the third parties and the heartbreak and the betrayal and deception and lies and, all of that. Like, you're done with that. Like, you're done. Like, you want this new stable beginning, And right now, you don't have it. There's no stability. This person is not giving you stability. But you're looking at something. This is nostalgia. So you're either looking back on the upside down knight in shining armor guy, whatever, who wears a heart on his sleeve, but that guy's backwards, so he doesn't. Or this is, memories that you've had with the King of Pentacles. unless you just want a King of Pentacles and you're dreaming about manifesting one. Yeah, that was the thing. So this is backwards. It's usually her walking away from a situation or things that don't serve her anymore, but it's backwards. So I feel like she was thinking about the betrayal. I mean, thinking about the betrayal, the nostalgia was coming up too. But there was no manipulation anymore. You weren't stuck. You weren't a puppet. You weren't, listening to all you realized your worth, because there was no balance. There was no decisions. It was all like just, not give and take. It wasn't a lover situation. And there was somebody was at a crossroads and was supposed to take balance into the situation and make up a decision. But they brought you into a Queen of Cups energy, which, again, she's very loving. She's very warm-hearted. She's like the motherly, very intuitive. She's beautiful. She's beautiful. Her emotions are very stable and loving and, because they're still not coming. Still not coming. There's something that's blocking it because you want justice. It's like you're holding on to needing that justice, and that's kind of why you're stuck. That's why you were looking back, You were looking back because you got out of it. There was no decision. There was no duality. You didn't feel like you were getting your justice, but you got into the Queen of Cups. But there's resistance for your King of Wands. King of Wands, yeah. Who's a go-getter. He's in the fucking... He has a lion in the back. So it's going to be a Leo. He has a lion in the back. And he's just like, yeah, okay, come here. But he's not coming. Because you're still looking for justice. And it's not coming together. Again, third-party situation. Your justice is not coming. And it's pissing you off. Obviously. Some of you might not care. But, so you realize it's not going to come. And you can't stay stuck in that energy anymore. You have to, balance out your emotions. Give and take. To have this new beginning, this commitment, give yourself options. Don't just stay stuck in that energy. There's options. You have other options. You don't need to stay in that situation. It's like an aha moment. And because of the aha moment, hold on. Yeah. You got the Wheel of Fortune, which is a new cycle. Which brings you into the Empress energy, which is about creation, motherly, again, new beginnings. She's beautiful. I love this card. But you had to get into that energy because you weren't being your creative self, because you needed rest. You needed rest. You needed to quiet your mind and learn how to work together with somebody. And put all that trauma behind you and go towards calmer waters. Because you want that new beginning, that new passionate beginning, So you transformed from resting and leaving those traumas behind and starting that new cycle. Finding the balance, it helps bring that commitment or that whatever it is, not hierarchy, wow. Anyways, the cycle ended. There was some kind of cycle that kept going on and on and on and on and on. And now there's transformation, death and rebirth. Whatever it was, whatever the cycle was, whatever you were doing that was not healthy for yourself or blocking you from a new beginning is transformed now. which, yay. And there was a completion of a cycle. Because somebody was determined to get away from all that, you know? Because they're, like, this is community, right? Like, there's no love. There is no, and she's kind of, like, about her money. So it's pretty much like whoever you were dealing with that hurt you was kind of, like, all about money. Or, like, all about material things. Like, it wasn't, like, a community, like, kind of, like, working together, like, kind of situation, if you know what I mean. So those are those. So, the energy of this whole reading is movement. There's going to be movement, obviously, in whatever relationship this is that you're looking for, because you are lovable and you do deserve love. So if that person made you feel like you don't believe it. Don't feel like that, because there's always another person that wants to love you and you don't even realize it. So it's like, get out of the shitty ones, move on, try so hard not to get stuck. And when you realize somebody is doing something but you just want to be around somebody, do you know what I mean? Like, okay, like if you have somebody that gives you attention or whatever, it could be breadcrumbing or gaslighting, but like you have that attention, it's like you don't really want to move on because like you know what you're already, do you know what I mean? Like it's like you're scared to move on because you might not have anything, you know? This situation is a past life situation. I'm actually thinking that you have known this person before. There is kind of some kind of karmic lesson in this, and this person was probably a karmic partner. There was something that you had to learn from him or her in order to move on to a new beginning. Somebody, it could be you. If there is a new person, you or the new person might be trying to make sure you're safe, if you know what I mean. So you're both like being deceptive, but it's like, go ahead and make the romantic gesture because you both have feelings for each other. I mean, obviously, it's just, there's movement, there's gonna be movement and commitment, or something is coming, you know? So we have your dreams need a practical plan. So pretty much like what you're thinking in your mind in the 5D is like bringing it down into the 3D and manifesting it down here rather than in your head. So it's like your dreams need a practical plan. Like you got to put the shit together and figure out like how you're going to do it by meditating and contemplating. And then a personal issue reaches resolution. Prosperity lies ahead, which this is a new moon in Taurus. Conclusions are within reach. Is that it? Yeah. And it's time to take action. So I have those. And then ending it off with things from the universe. So we have, when I lean on the faith of the universe, peace becomes real. Little owls. There is a stream of love supporting my dreams. When I'm in alignment with the love of the universe, peace cannot be disrupted. In every moment, the universe is conspiring to bring me toward right-minded thinking in the energy of love. And I recognize that I've chosen fear and I choose again. I choose love. Surrender. I know it's hard. Surrender, though. And when you feel that you are scared, reset, turn to love.